Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back Battles. Today, we have Ralph Dude's team once again, the team that was used to get third place in the Pokemon 2017 World Championships. And today, we are using it with the team of Tapu Koko, Salamence, Snorlax, Persian, Marak, and Celesteela. If you haven't watched the previous episode, I highly recommend go checking it out, but let's just get started. Of course, if you want to go give Ralph Dude a follow, or if you want to go check out his blog about this team, or if you want to use the team, there is a QR code down below. You can definitely go check them out, but let's see if we can get some good games again today. I did like how the team was playing in the previous episode. Let's see if we can keep things up. Our first opponent is from my home place, New York, Joe UX9, with the team of Tapu Fini, Garchomp, Arcanine, Mandibuzz, Celesteela, and Togedemaru. A very, very familiar team to me, because I do recognize this team. I do recognize it by Chris Danzo and like a bunch of the New Jersey crew who used this at, I think it was like around the springtime. So I am very familiar with this team. Yeah, Mandibuzz is a bit annoying. We don't have Taunt, which is a bit annoying because it would help a lot, especially since Tapu Fini is pretty big threat. You would have to assume it's a Calm Mind Tapu Fini. I kind of doubt it would be specs on this kind of team. I'm guessing the 4 Pokemon you want to see here are Mandibuzz, Tapu Fini, Togedemaru, and then a mix between Garchomp, Arcanine, and Celesteela. So there's a bunch of things that could happen here. I think I want to go... I could go Snorlax Persian, which is very solid against everything on my opponent's team. I think I will go that because it does seem very solid against my opponent's team. Like, my opponent can't really do much against that. I think I'll have the Salamence in the back, and then Tapu Koko. Like, Marak really doesn't do too much other than handling the Celesteela, but the fact that Tapu Koko can do that better, I feel like, is, yeah, the reason why. Z-move, I would assume would be the Garchomp. It could be on the Arcanine, potentially. Those are the only 2 Pokemon I could really see having the Z-move. Of course, there have been Z-moves Tapu Finis, but on this team, I would assume it's like a berry or leftovers or something of that variety. Let's see what my opponent's going to lead, though. It's going to be Mandibuzz Togedemaru. So, that's kind of annoying for my side of the field, because of the fact that I'm not going to be... Because what I was expecting was if my opponent let Tapu Fini Mandibuzz, I could have gotten a Fake Out on the Mandibuzz, Belly Drum up, and then I could quash the Mandibuzz the following turn, which would have been extremely nice, but I can't do that here. So I guess now the question is, do I expect Togedemaru to switch out or protect? Because if that happens, I could fake out the Togedemaru and go for high horsepower into it for a KO. I'm not sure my opponent would let me do that, though. So... although, I'm pretty sure you don't want Snorlax to potentially set up a Belly Drum. If I went for Fake Out to Mandibuzz and Belly Drum up and then you switch into Tapu Fini, you're in a very bad position. So I feel like you go for Encore or something here. So I'm actually going to Fake Out high horsepower here, hoping that Togedemaru stays in. As, yeah, it does stay in because you never want me to get a Belly Drum up. Nice. So I get a KO on Togedemaru if I connect a high horsepower, it looks like. Talon's going to be set up for my opponent, which is okay here. It's not the best, but it's not the worst thing in the world, as I will get a high horsepower off, and that thing prevented my Tapu Koko from sweeping, and now I have the position I want. I got rid of the Togedemaru so I can start firing off Electro Balls with my Tapu Koko, and I should be able to outspeed these Pokemon because of the fact that I do have the terrain. Garchomp's going to come out, which is a bit interesting here. I do have Salamence as a very safe switch in here, and yeah, Salamence is just a very safe switch, and I don't see a reason not to switch in this, because I don't... Like, I could... Like, would you really Swords Dance in front of a potential foul play here? I don't think you would. I'm pretty sure you're just going to taunt and go for maybe a Tectonic Rage or an Earthquake. I think Earthquake's probably the more likely play here. So, I'll go into Salamence here. I get the Intimidate off into the Garchomp as well as the Mandibuzz, which doesn't really affect it unless it has knockoff or something of that variety. He went for Swords Dance in my Persian's face. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Yeah, it's just a taunt into the Persian slot when I could foul play, knock out your Garchomp. Very questionable. I will get the facade off into the Garchomp, which The damage isn't very good. It isn't very good. Rock Slide could be coming out here, which is kind of what I'm expecting. Rock Slide won't be able to knock out Salamence, but Rock Slide plus the Z move would. Well, Rock Slide plus a Foul Play would. I can't protect, right? Well, this could be a bit problematic. I think I'm actually just gonna go straight for the Z Fly into Garchomp then. And I think I'm just gonna go for damage into Garchomp. As yeah, Rock Slide's gonna come out. Let's see how much damage it's gonna do. I should have just Foul Played, I guess. I was more worried about Tectonic Rage, to be honest. As crit on Snorlax doesn't really hurt too much. Foul Play is gonna come out, target down. Yep, my Salamence slot, which is okay here. And ooh, I know what I can do the following turn. Ah, flinch. Not too bad. Not too bad. I get my Persian out, and I can go for. I guess the question is, what does Garchomp do? Does it protect, or does it just Earthquake? To be honest, I would Earthquake Taunt if I was my opponent. What I want to do is just fake out the Garchomp and Belly Drum up. I think I have to go on a choke here. Actually, no. I have to go on a choke, but he just Earthquakes, right? I'm in such a bad position. Well, actually, no. If he goes for, I'm trying to think of how I can win. If he goes for Earthquake, Persian will survive. So will Snorlax. Like, he should taunt and go for Earthquake here. He might go for the Z move now, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna recycle Foul Play here. Ah, he protects. I could have faked out Belly Drum and then Quash. No, I did not think he would let me do that. And he is going to Foul Play my Snorlax slot. Okay. Ah, that's a no. Actually, wait. Why would you protect now? You have Tailwind up. And I can Foul Play the Garchomp. Okay, I'm actually quite confused. Not gonna lie. Like, I didn't expect Protect there because you're wasting the last turn of Tailwind that you have. And now I can go for a... Yeah, I can go for Foul Play. Knock you out. Unless I miscounted Tailwind turns, which I didn't. So I get a Foul Play off. And I get to go for a... I guess I could Belly Drum? No, Belly Drum doesn't make sense. I should just Facade, get damage off onto the Mandibuzz. As he's going to withdraw, actually, go out into Arcanine. So there's no Tapu Fini, which is actually really interesting to note here. So Arcanine is going to come out with that Intimidate. So I'm guessing my opponent... I don't know. I still don't get that play. So Foul Play is going to go off into Arcanine. Does a very solid amount. Here comes the Tailwind coming out from my opponent's Mandibuzz. I can't deal with Mandibuzz unless I get Tapu Koko in a prime position. Facade's going to come out into the Mandibuzz though and do a decent amount here. And I'm pretty sure that there is going to be a... I'm trying to think of how to get this because Garchomp's... If he weakens my Persian, I'm not in the best situation here. But I need Tapu Koko in the end game, which makes this very, very difficult. Very difficult. I do have my Berry though, which is like the one saving grace I do have. So... I think I'm gonna Foul Play the Arcanine, just Facade the Mandibuzz. Let's see what my opponent's gonna go for here. Close Combat. Okay, it's banded? Well, I survived the Close Combat. Oh, it's a crit! That explains. Well, so it's not banded. I'm guessing it's a Assault Vest then. So I do get health with the Figgy Berry, as Taunt is going to come out into the Persian slot. Okay. As I do get the Foul Play off into Arcanine, which should KO after Defense Drop, which isn't too bad. So Arcanine's going to go down here, and then the Facade's going to go out into the Mandibuzz, which does nothing. Yeah. Although that damage is important because there's no Misty Seed factor on the Mandibuzz, which means Dazzling Gleam might actually come quite in handy. Might come quite in handy here. But what's interesting is my opponent hasn't gone for... Okay, if you Earthquake, that's a choke, because I don't think Earthquake knocks out Persian, unless it may be Foul Play double. How many turns of Tailwind are left? 2. So what I'm thinking is maybe I could sack Koko here, try to get a Belly Drum up with Snorlax, and that could potentially allow me to win the game. Actually, I kind of like that play. Because I think you should Tectonic Rage to Persian here. Although Snorlax would be pretty weakened otherwise. Because he's probably gonna foul play. Okay, I'm trying to think of how to win effectively, but everything's like there's a potential way for me to lose here. I think I'm gonna facade the. I think I have to facade the Garchomp again. Yeah, I have to facade the Garchomp. I need damage on Garchomp. Yeah, Z-move's gonna come out. So yeah, but the problem is Manibus is probably gonna go for taunt or foul play into my Snorlax here, which is something that's kind of scary because of the fact that I'd be too low, and I feel like in order to win the game. Garchomp would be able to just Earthquake, and he would just be able to foul play, target down my Snorlax slot, and then I would lose the game. So that's why I can't make that play. I have to say Tapu Koko for the end, it looks like. Persian is going to go down here. Yeah, foul play is going to come out, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage, so I'm glad I didn't Belly Drum. But then again, I was at -1 attack. Actually, Belly Drum might have been okay there. But the Garchomp is weakened, although I don't think this Tapu Koko can actually knock out the Garchomp. I don't think it can. Oh, wait, didn't I also miscount turns? So there's one more turn of Tailwind left, so he can Earthquake freely. Oh, I might have screwed up. I might have screwed up. Hold up. Yeah, I think I screwed up this endgame. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'm going for Gleam here. Hope Earthquake doesn't knock me out for some reason. Although it should if he is like max investment. Yeah, it's one more turn Tailwind. I should have sacked Koko there. I think sacking Koko was the play there. Sacking Koko, going for a return into the Garchomp. And then maybe going for Fake Out, Belly Drum. There's so many factors that could have happened. Yeah, I'm just going to Facade, Dazzling Gleam the Mandibuss slot. Yep, Earthquake's going to come out. That should be able to knock my Tapu Koko. So I did play this very, very poorly. Although I still don't like... I don't like the risk that my opponent took, to be completely honest. I had... The foul play would just been able to knock out Garchomp. Actually, maybe I'm the one who's dumb because I could have just went for foul play, switch out into my Salamence because that covered the Sword Sands play as well as that just covered the Sword Sands play as well as like a Tectonic Rage because it would have acted my Berry guaranteed. I actually don't know Persian's guaranteed live Tectonic Rage because of the fur coat, but yeah, I think I just played this one dumb. Yeah. I don't feel like I played optimally here. I think the better play was, instead of switching out Persian, going hard into Salamence, expecting Tectonic Rage. But was there really a reason for me to switch out, though? Like, I'm trying to suit why my opponent went for the Sword Sands play. Did he expect the Salamence switching? Or was it like, I hope he doesn't foul play because I need to set up in order for me to win? I don't know, but... Man, that was bad on my part. I do apologize to you viewers. Because that was definitely bad on my part. Yeah. I should probably do that damage calc though. Because I wasn't sure about Tectonic Rage. But I should just foul played. I think foul play would have just sealed up the game, to be honest. Because if I knocked out Garchomp that one turn, like Arcanine, Mandibuzz, I'm pretty sure Tapu Koko just wins in the back. Tapu Koko plus Snorlax. Plus Salamence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Salamence plus like Tapu Koko just won actually in the end game. So I should have just went for foul play. Foul play would have been the better play. Yeah. And I guess I should have just faked out the Mandibuzz, like went for the hard read. I still don't get the Protect though. Because yeah, like I think you should just Earthquake there. There's like no reason to. Like I couldn't KO Garchomp either way on that turn. I guess maybe was scared of a Scarf Dazzling Gleam. Like, sweet, but the fact you could easily get Tailwind up with Mandibuzz, like, it just doesn't really make too much sense to me. When you could just go for Earthquake, I'm not threatening a KO, you threaten a KO on me with the Earthquake, or Tectonic Rage at that point. You could have just Tectonic Rage my Persian. Actually, I don't remember how much damage my Persian took on that turn when he protected and I went for Fake Out. To be honest, I kind of was expecting Tectonic Rage there. But he ended up winning, so I guess I can't complain. But there's definitely ways I could win that game. And, yeah. So, yeah. Man. That's frustrating. But we're going to cut it to the second game because it's taking quite a bit to find an opponent. So we'll be right back. Alright, we got our second opponent, Stunfisk from Japan, 1620 rating. There are 3 starters after we just finished using the pledge team. We got Decidueye, Incineroar, Primarina, Mudsdale, Porygon Z, and Lucario. This is a team? This team looks so interesting. Man, I should have used this team. But then again, my boy Nate's team was fine, but this team is fire. Look at it. You got 3 starters. That is so cool. Okay, so Scarf Coco destroys this team. Like Scarf Coco plus, there are a lot of things that actually destroy this part of the team. Scarf Coco does really well in this matchup. Like Scarf Coco actually does fantastic in this matchup. How do I want to handle this? I think I want to go Scarf Coco. It stops the pledge mode. Electro Ball is going to do a lot to no matter what on my opponent's team. Scarf Coco. I want to say Persian. But I could also lead Salamence. I direct him with Supersonic Sky Strike, so I feel like that is the play. With Persian in the back. I'm on Persian because it helps with the fake out pressure. And Marowak does really well because I could switch into Porygon Z's attacks. Snorlax is okay here. Like the problem is I'm thinking it's Mudsdale. Mudsdale's an annoying issue for what I'm bringing. This team doesn't exactly have a good Mudsdale matchup, does it? I don't have much. Oh, I had to click him on. I should have maybe brought Celesteela over Marowak, but I feel like maybe if my opponent breaks the Porygon Z mode, because I could see Porygon Z, Mudsdale, Lucario probably coming. I want to switch into that Porygon Z. I definitely do want to switch into that. So let's see what my opponent's going to bring out. What are you going to bring out, my boy? Salamence plus Tapu Koko will take the field against a... Yeah, it is Porygon Z and Lucario. So I could Sky Drop Z move the Porygon Z turn 1. Well, this is best of 1 team. Like when I'm thinking it's Scarf Lucario and Trick Room Normalium. That's kind of what I'm assuming from this team, yet I can't be too sure. I'm pretty sure he goes for Follow Me here. You shouldn't Final Gambit here. And I'm gonna Supersonic Sky Strike the Porygon Z here. You know what? I'm gonna go all in. Turn 1. Yeah, we're gonna see the Follow Me from Lucario, which makes sense. So unless this is a Scarf Porygon Z, I feel pretty good about this play. I guess I could actually no. What I should have done was Dragon Dance and Sky Drop the Porygon Z potentially, because this might not KO. Who knows? Like Porygon Z isn't that like Porygon 2? Obviously, everyone knows that counterpart. It's so bulky. Porygon Z, it's a total monster offensively. Base 80s or 70s for defenses. I don't remember the exact number. But it's not bad. It's definitely not a bad defensive Pokemon, especially if you give it some investment. So let's see if it KOs. It does KO, so nice. That's excellent, because Lucario is probably Scarf, so it's locked into Follow Me. That's probably the perfect turn I could have asked for. As what is my opponent going to bring out next? Going to be that Primarina, so this is okay by me. So Primarina is going to come out. The problem is he probably going to KO my Tapu Koko because of the fact I just let it go down here. It's not too bad because I'm going to Dragon Dance actually. The Lucario is locked into Follow Me here most likely, and if it's not, we get to find out now. But I'm going to Dragon Dance here. Because if you decide to knock out the Tapu Koko, at least I get Dragon Dance up. Which, you know, allows me to, you know, go for a Earthquake and knock out the Lucario next turn potentially. As we'll see what my opponent goes for. Oh, it's not Scarf. Okay, that's good to know. Flash Cannon's going to come out into Salamence. So I'm guessing it's a Specs War type attack? Or a Moonblast. Okay. Into my Tapu Koko slot. And if that's Specs, it should pick up the Knockout. Or Life Orb, and it does, so it has to be a boosting item. It's probably Specs. So I get to bring out Persian here. I get to click Fake Out Earthquake, I feel like. Yeah, I get to click Fake Out Earthquake. Fake Out Earthquake. Yeah. So I'm going for Fake Out Earthquake because it gets damage on the Primarina. Primarina doesn't have the best physical defense in the world. Knocks out Lucario in case it decides to go for an attack here. It's going to see the Protect here. And Earthquake's not really going to do too much to Persian because of the fact that I have the Fur Coat ability. So I do get the Fake Out off into the Primarina slot. And I do get this Earthquake off for some big damage. This isn't going to be very big damage, is it? That did so much to Primarina. It's a crit on my own Persian. Yeah. That's fine. That is fine. I get a foul play and an Earthquake off. That should be able to knock out Primarina. Definitely knocks out Lucario. Lucario can't do anything. Doesn't get a Wide Guard. It gets Quick Guard, but not Wide Guard. I feel very solid about this position right here on the board. We got an Earthquake. We got a foul play. Primarina's locked into Specs. Lucario already used its move Protect, so unless it gets a double. Yeah, and Foul Play also covers Primarina switching out into like, ooh, Vacuum Wave. Is that KO? That actually does KO. So if this Earthquake doesn't knock out Primarina, I could be in trouble. But then again, it's locked into Spectre Earthquake, and I do have Marowak in the back. So Earthquake going to come out. That should be able to knock out Primarina. Yeah, as you can see, Primarina is not exactly the best physically defensive mon, which is why people, alongside the fact that it doesn't have the best speed in the world, so that's why a lot of people prefer Tapu Fini. But I think Primarina is a cool Pokemon. If they got a bit more physical defense, I feel like it would actually be very solid of a mon. Like, you don't even need the speed because Trick Room is definitely a viable option, so yeah. Marowak's going to come out. Let's see what my opponent has in the back. It's going to be the Incineroar. So, okay, so Marowak's not looking too hot here. You definitely don't go for Fake Out if you're the Incineroar slot. This is tricky because I can still lose potentially. I think I want to Flare Blitz the Incineroar and protect the Salamence because one, I'm gonna... Actually, I think I want to fly, right? Because I think he might protect here. Yeah, I'm gonna fly actually. Let's see. Or the match is going to be forfeit. I think if it's a bulky Incineroar, my opponent definitely had a chance. Because I don't think a +1 Earthquake knocks out Incineroar. To be completely honest. If this is like a Trick Room bulky set, I don't think it's able to pick up the knockout on Incineroar. So you could... And the fact is, if I want to go for Earthquake, I have to protect my own Marowak. Which, otherwise if I Earthquaked, I'd probably KO my own Marowak by looking at it. And I can't exactly do that because of the fact that I'm guessing Incineroar carried the Z move. Well, actually, no. Wait, if it has Z move, then it can't. If it doesn't have Z move, it can't knock out my Marowak. But let's say if it did have a Z move, the signature Z move, Moonsault Monsault, or whatever it's called, like, definitely could have blown me back because if you knock out my Salamence with a Darkest Lariat, and then you can go for the Z move, you outspeed my Marowak. Yeah, I could have been in trouble, so that's why I want to make the play, because I think you're forced to target now immense, because if I go for a Dragon Dance once again, your Incineroar is definitely going down. So I felt like you had to target that slot, which is why I went for the fly, because 1, I avoid the attack, 2, I get the chip damage on Incineroar, and 3, if Incineroar lets fly the following turn or goes for protect, I can go for Earthquake because of the chip damage and KO it. Otherwise, fly plus 2 Flare Blitzes should be able to knock out Incineroar. So that's why that's the reason why I made the play. I wasn't too sure about the Incineroar, but maybe my opponent didn't have a Z move on Incineroar. Maybe it was like an Assault Vest set, which definitely could make sense. So maybe my opponent thinks, oh, I can't knock out Marowak because the fact is, even if I survive the Earthquake, I can KO Marowak in one shot, and then Flare Blitz should be able to pick up the knockout after the Earthquake damage. But I think my opponent could have won if he got the crit, which was definitely something potential. Or maybe it was just, again, not a bulky Incineroar and when it went down. So, yeah, as I think, okay, we got Chalky for the United States. I was just about to say let's cut to the third game, but here we are. We got a rain team, it looks like. The Pelipper, Golduck, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Metagross, and Garchomp as the final team of the day. This rain team is exactly why we have this Tapu Koko. This rain team is exactly the reason why. Although I really don't like our Metagross Lele matchup. If I'm being completely honest, that matchup is pretty bad. I think I'll go Celesteela Tapu Koko because it covers the rain matchup as well as I can Volt Switch around. Persian and Salamence are good switch-ins, and you know, Foul Play does pressure the Metagross, which I'm guessing it's not weakness policy on this team. I'm guessing it would be like, actually, isn't this team very familiar? I don't know, it looks like a bunch of different rain teams. There are so many different variants. Let's see what my opponent is going to bring out, though. I'm hoping you lead the rain mode, to be honest. Like, lead the rain mode. Please lead the rain mode. I'll be able to dominate with the Volt Switch. Yeah, you led the rain mode. So, not sure my opponent knows if I'm Scarf Koko or not, but I get a very free Volt Switch here and a Leech Seed into the Pelipper slot. The problem is I don't have a switch in otherwise if my opponent goes for Protect Tailwind, which is definitely a potential option. Volt Switch will be able to knock... I should have led Persian, but I want to cover a Lele lead, so that's kind of bad. I'm going to go for Leech Seed into Pelipper and the Volt Switch into Golduck here. Golduck could switch on to Garchomp, which would be a fantastic play by my opponent's part. Or Lele, to be honest, because Golduck should be able to live a Volt Switch because of the fact we're non-terrain, and it can go for Hydro Vortex. But no switch outs, it looks like, no protects either, so Volt Switch is going to be able to knock out the Golduck. If you wondered why I didn't go for Electro Ball, because I could have, because of the fact that, you know, I would want to stay in. Electro Ball is based on speed, and with Golduck Swift Swim, I think it's like a base power of 40, so I don't think it KOs even electric terrain. And I think I'll go on to Persian here because it threatens some Metagross, and I get Fake Out Pressure, which, you know, isn't too bad to stall out a Tailwind if Tailwind is my opponent's choice of move. But it's going to be Brian instead, so going to target myself Steel, so that's not going to be doing. I did a lot, actually. Ah, why do we keep missing Leech Seed whenever we use Celesteela? It's 90 accurate, not 90 accuracy. Come on, Celesteela, get your head in the game. Do you want to win? Get your head in the game. Okay, so we get Tapu Koko in, and yeah, not looking too good right here. Well, we do have Marowak. We don't have Marowak. I thought we had Marowak for a second. Not too good here. I guess I could fake out the Tapu Koko here and go for a Elite Seed into the Pelipper slot, because I do want to break that Sash on Pelipper. Like, I really want to break that Sash on Pelipper. So I'll go for the fake out into the Tapu Koko, and I really do want to break the Sash here onto the Pelipper, who goes for Hurricane into my Persian slot, which isn't going to be able to pick up the knockout. I guess the Confusion though, which is really, really unfortunate. I do get the Lead Seed off, so this Pelipper's Focus Sash is broken. It looks like my opponent's not going to go for Tailwind. Maybe trying to save the Tailwind for later in the game, just so you don't waste turns now, which is definitely a smart move potentially. As, yeah. Why I'm saying potentially is because I could go on my Koko right here, and I think I will go on the Tapu Koko. But if he goes for Gleam, I'm in a bad position. I think the better play is actually to sack Persian here. Yeah, so I'll go for Parting Shot into the Tapu Koko. No, I should actually... Yeah, I think I should Parting Shot the... Actually, I should Parting Shot the Pelipper this time and Protect. Because if he goes for Gleam, my Persian's getting knocked out anyway, and Pelipper's probably going to attack the Persian slot if you're going to go for the... Oh, wait, I'm faster than that Tapu Koko. It's modest Tapu Koko, it looks like. I do get the Parting Shot, which is really good, so I'll be able to take the Brine now. Unless Gleam does more than 50% to my Tapu Koko. Maybe I should have thought about this a bit better. I'm going to go into my Tapu Koko, though, because I do have to risk it anyway. I should have went for the opposing Tapu Koko. I didn't expect my Persian to be faster. It's modest. It does go for Thunder, though, in the Celesteela, so best possible turn I could have asked for. And a Brine is going to come out, target on my Tapu Koko. Not going to be doing too much, thankfully. And, yeah, look at that. Even at -1, that still did a massive amount. But I'm able to heal up my Celesteela to full, so once I stall out this electric terrain, we're looking very solid. I do have to find a way to break through this Tapu Koko, though, which is being extremely troublesome. Electro Ball isn't a good move here. No, it's not. I'll just Volt Switch to Pelipper, because you're not going for Thunder in the Tapu Koko in my opinion. And I'm going to sack Persian here, because Persian really doesn't do much for the rest of the game. Pelipper is going to withdraw and go out into the Garchomp here, so very nice play on my opponent's part. Yeah, very nice play on my opponent's part. So I will get Persian out. And Volt Switch into that slot, and the Thunder is going to come out. It's going to guarantee hit here. And that is going to be able to knock out my Persian. So very nice switch from my opponent. This is Scarf Garchomp, could be a bit of trouble. I will go out to Celesteela though. And I think I could click Wide Guard here. Because if it's Scarf Garchomp, which I could definitely see on this team. Like, this team looks like it's a Scarf Garchomp. I get to Volt Switch the Tapu Koko slot, which would be the... I could just Volt Switch the Tapu Koko. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna... Actually, you could Poison Jab here. Oh, there's too many options. I think I lose this one. I think I lose this one because he should Poison Jab here if he's Scarf. How many turns of Electric Terrain are left? I think that's my only hope. This is the last turn of Electric Terrain, so okay. Not too bad. Okay, so I get a Volt Switch off. Hopefully, as my opponent doesn't protect here. So, I think it's Scarf and it goes for Poison Jab. No, it's not Scarf. Well, actually, no. Timid Scarf Koko outspeeds. Yeah, I had a dumb moment right there. I thought Scarf Garchomp outsped, but I forgot. I have a Scarf Tapu Koko. I get to bring out my Salamence here. Okay. And now I can Dragon Dance up, and the Dragon Dance is going to be very crucial for me potentially winning this game here. I also get the Intimidate off in the Garchomp. It is going to be the Poison Jab, so I think it is Scarf Garchomp confirmed as... Let's see. Don't poison. Thank you. Volt Switch. Ooh, okay. Targeting my Salamence slot. Very nice. Okay. How much the Poison Jab do? This is really close. This is really close as the Pelipper is going to come out. Rain does stop though. And well, I can't switch out Salamence anyway. I think I have to go for Supersonic Sky Strike. Yeah, very solid play there from my opponent. Supersonic Sky Strike into Pelipper. And then hope I... But then I lose to... Yeah, I had to prevent Tailwind from going up. I'm going to Supersonic Sky Strike. And... I think I have to Heavy Slam the Garchomp because Leech Seed's not going to do anything for the rest of the game. Yeah, I have to live the Poison Jab here though. I don't know. That's probably game then. Yeah, he gets the Tailwind up. That's probably game then. Ah! Okay, so I wasn't sure how much Poison Jab did in the first time. But yeah. Ah, so close. So close. Yeah, I think there were mistakes that were definitely made there. I'm like trying to figure out what could I have done better. Maybe I should just let Persian. I'm surprised there was no Lele, though. But yeah, I get to bring in my Tapu Koko. I have to go for Gleam here. I'm locked into Gleam, and then maybe if Gleam crits, I can win. Maybe if Gleam crits, I can win. Well, I need a Beast Boost somehow, so I'm going to go for a Gleam Heavy Slam into the Garchomp slot. I mean, I don't think I'll live Poison Jab at -1. We could, though, which, you know, could potentially be really nice here. But I don't think I can win unless Gleam crits and knocks out one of these two Pokemon, and then I get the Heavy Slam Beast Boost, and then maybe I can win. So Pelipper's going to protect here. So if I crit the Garchomp, yeah, Poison Jab's going to come out. Ooh. Nice, no poison. Okay. So we got the Gleam off, which is really good here. And... yeah, I get the Beast Boost, which is important here. I will be taking some Rough Skin damage, which is like the unfortunate part. I have to stall it. I have to somehow stall it. But... I don't know, man. I still think I lose in the long run. I'm trying to figure out how do I win this. Oh, I'm physically defense. No! I'm so used to special defense that I got the wrong Beast Boost. No! Okay. Well, then that means I can beat Tapu Koko at all in the process. So... I guess the mistake was bringing Salamence here. Yeah, the mistake was bringing Salamence here. I mean, I could still win if Gleam crits. Potentially. Yeah, if Gleam crits one of these Pokemon, he's probably just going to go for... Actually, the Rain stop. Well, you go for Volt Switch here. Volt Switch should be able to knock out Celesteela. Actually, maybe I should have hoped for the Thunder Miss at this rate. I should have hoped for the Thunder Miss. Yeah. Well, I could still... No, I can't rely on it because I still need a crit anyway. Let's see. Aegis Madness. Huh? Are you AV? Wait, weren't you Life Orb? Didn't we confirm that earlier? Brian's gonna come out into... So if I Heavy Slammed, I won? Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. I am very, very confused. I can still hope for some misses, I guess. I think I have to Leech Seed. I think I have to Leech Seed the Pelipper here. I have to stall out Electric Terrain somehow. Hope Thunder misses. Nature's Madness. I'm pretty sure Brian knocks me out, though. But we'll see. Brian's gonna come out. This is gonna do... not enough. Leech Seed. Come on, Celesteela. You know... I can't even release you. I can't even release you. I would release you if I had you. If I actually had you in game, I would have released you. Oh man. So basically how I could have won this was I had to Leech Seed there and I had to get Double Protect. And then maybe I could have won if he missed a thunder. Yeah, that was basically what I could have won. So I had a potential to win. But I guess I should have just heavy slammed, man. I should have just heavy slammed then. I don't think I ever got to see the Coco's item, so I was really confused about the Nature's Madness. Yeah, and he can Volt Switch for the win. Ah! Leech Seed doesn't really matter on the top of Coco. I mean, I would have gained more health, so maybe I wouldn't have had to rely on... Well, I still have to rely on a double protect in the end game no matter what. But, kind of mad at myself for not going for a heavy slam there. I should have just risked a Thunder Miss at that rate. I was worried about him going for Volt Switch, because if he was Life Orb Volt Switch... Actually, I don't think... Wait, no, he wasn't Spec since we already saw he wasn't moving. And I don't think we saw Life Orb. That's a rookie mistake I made. That was a rookie mistake I made. I don't feel like I played well in today's episode. I'm sorry, people. Hopefully I can step it up for the next episode. And for the regionals coming up for me. But hope everyone did enjoy. Yeah, like even if you're getting a bunch of good turns off, like obviously some of the games that like I played today, I had a really good looking lead, you know, from the first few turns of Makey. But it depends, because if your opponent's able to push you back, like get the momentum on their side, it could be a completely different game. Even if you got a really strong turn 1 off, the game, yeah, like Pokemon's more than just turn 1 in a lot of cases. Like even if you're down 4-2, like from turn 1, you can make a comeback. It's definitely possible. But hope everyone did enjoy today's video. If you did, please leave a like down below. It shows your support, as well as feel free to recommend this video to any of your friends if you think they would enjoy it as well. You can check out my social medias and the side series down below on the channel, as well as Ralph Dude, his Twitter, his blog about this team, and if you want to go check out the QR code and use this team on BattleSpot, go have fun. And yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below, and yeah, hope to see you around in another video.